Welcome to the Smite Chronicles. Today's episode, Carrion, my wayward son. Get it? Right? Carrion? You guys are... Anyway. It was clever, I assure you. What's found at the mouth of a cave? Carrion, right? Carcasses. Anyway, when we were last here, you guys solved, you figured out how to disarm the trap. That was the doorway. You made your way into the cave, and you found yourself face to goo with a gelatinous cube, and then a couple of Carrion crawlers. Hence, Carrion, my wayward son. Yes. You know, I don't know that anyone even knows that that's a reference to Kansas song, Carrion.
I know the song.
Okay. So anyway, I have to remember I'm old. But you guys...
We all do.
Okay, good.
I know that one, yeah.
Awesome. So you guys are in the middle of a battle. We're at the top of the round, or at the bottom, at the end of the round. We have to roll for initiative and get back into the next loop. I believe this is round... You've done one round of battle so far, if I'm not mistaken. Before I started the record, I pointed out to you guys that when I made this map eons ago, this has existed for like probably a year, this map. I've since learned that Foundry doesn't do well with maps of this size, so it's a little laggy, a little unresponsive. I may have to break it into a series of maps instead of one big map. But we shall see. We'll see if it's unplayable. Otherwise, any questions? I do see that there's a little character named Stoss. I believe that was the result of a crit, where Glory got to roll, I believe, a little friend for the day. Does that ring a bell?
A little pet, a little puppy dog.
Named Stoss. All right. So why don't we just do this? I'm going to play all of the... There's a cat tail.
Yep.
I'm going to play all of the characters that aren't here, which is more than half your party, so I guess I could technically really influence the hell out of what you guys do by just, going rogue. But I shan't. Just because Toph is in the car, and because David only is the only one with his video on. David, you are now officially going to be the leader for the session.
Okay.
So you got that going for you. Yeah, and I'll turn on my video. I've got to stand up though because it's boom, boom, boom. Turn on the camera. There it is. There's my neck. That's great. And now I can minimize that, and we're good to go. Yeah, so we're unpaused, and let's just do that roll for initiative thing. Please roll. I don't see dice rolling. Do you guys see dice rolling?
No.
No, do not see anything.
I thought I fixed that. I'll verify.
I do see that. I'm at the top of the round.
Yeah, let me look and see. I know where the setting is now. And I thought I reset it. Let's make sure I did reset it. God damn it. Hopefully this doesn't reboot the entire thing. Position color. Sons of biscuit. And let me hit save, and let's just see if it reboots. I hope not. It did not. All right, so next time we roll initiative, it should show the dice. If your dice look funkified when they roll, let me know. I've been trying to reduce the number of modules we're leveraging, and we had like 20 different modules for dice. So it should speed the game up, but at the cost of like less cool dice options. so
we
there's
don't
that.
need cool dice. We just want the numbers. Big numbers.
Everyone wants cool dice, David. We all want the cool dice. Let's face it.
I say we just go back to manually rolling real dice and inputting the numbers.
So that is baked in. So I have not upgraded us to V10. Or I'm sorry, to V12. That is baked into the latest version of Foundry. So there's a bunch of it'll remove a bunch of modules from us. The problem is when I did a test drive, like half of the modules are broken, so they don't work yet. So I'm not upgrading us until such a time. I think I'm also going to remove the animated portraits because they're wildly disturbing, and I'm going to wager that they also slow. If you guys are okay with that.
Yep.
I'm making a note of what I'm removing. Remove animated tokens. Awesome. So we are at the top of the stack. Tyros, you are up. It is your time to scheme. Go from there.
Oh, well, we're in battle, so I am.
Oh, I've got to hit. I got to hit next round. There it is.
Oh, I've lost my. I was at the top of the round. Now it's to Tempe, isn't it?
No, it's Tyros.
Oh.
No, I'm also seeing Tempe. I think
Yeah.
it progressed from Tyros to Tempe.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Wow.
Yeah, Tyros. Was that? So I just went back and forward.
Tempe.
Oh,
That's Tempe.
you went forward and then back. So you went to Glory and then back to Tempe.
Okay, here's what doesn't make sense to that. Look at the chat window.
Yeah, we're looking at the combat tracker.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you
Yeah.
can see where it said that it's now Tyros' turn in the chat window. There's something is out of sync.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to do,
okay.
well, it has to work. So I'm going to hit next round and see if that fixes it. Is it now your turn?
It still shows Tempe is being highlighted, but I can go ahead and make an attack. Hopefully. That
No,
works.
it won't work if it's not your turn. It'll count as bonus attacks and stuff.
He does.
Yeah, Tempe.
Tyros has a weird like circular arrow over him though. Like two of them.
Really? What does that mean?
Like some sort of status or
Oh. Yeah, I see those too.
Oh, let's see what that means.
I don't know, maybe that's causing some sort of issue.
Maybe.
That is reaction. Temporary effects.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to clear those. Why can't anything just work, you guys? Okay, I'm going to try to change the stack order. Let's see if that helps. Is it Tyros' turn now?
No, Stefanos now. That's what I'm seeing.
What the living hell? Okay, hold on. The only other idea is like put you back where you were. And then I'm going to refresh my browser because I don't know what's going on. Because I see Tyros, Tempe, Glory, Stefanos, Dinjarin, Lorson, Rurik, Hadar, and Toph.
That's the stack, but it's got Tempe as highlighted for his turn.
All right, so let me restart my. Let me just refresh my browser. Hopefully, it doesn't reload all of you. So you guys are not reloading, right?
No.
Okay, good.
Should I? I could try reloading.
No. Not if you all are seeing the same thing, then it's not you. All right, now. I'm also seeing someone that I shouldn't have to roll initiative for because they're dead. All right, now are you the
Now
Now is it you?
Now, yeah. Now it's me.
It's because for some reason it was including the dead character as one of the combatants that needs to roll initiative.
Oh.
All right. So as long as it's you now, we're good shape.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to do another attempt at throwing Dust of Dryness against Lorson.
And it's been a week, so you have to remind me what the heck that does. I can't remember the logistics.
Yep, I am just pulling that up here as well. So I put that in the chat as well. So I still have 6 pinches of dust.
Yep.
And dust turns a cube of water 15 feet on each side into 1 marble-sized pellet.
That's right.
So anything with a liquid component to it. So you will need to make a DC 13 Constitution throw.
And I can't remember, like, target the cube and see if you can roll that, and let's see if it automates that. Otherwise, I'll just roll a DC 13 Constitution.
Yeah. So cube is targeted. Doesn't really give me a roll option.
All right.
No.
Sounds good. Then I will just do a DC 13 Constitution. Ain't no thing. Constitution save. The DC of 13.
13, yep.
You guys saw dice, right?
Yep. A 7 and a 5.
And it failed. So now
Failed miserably.
So this thing is dead and a marble, right?
It takes a 10d6 necrotic damage on a failed save.
All right, failed save 10d6.
Yeah.
I don't see the dice at the bottom of my screen.
I don't have that either.
Okay, well, at least so 10d6. Roll
10d6.
That is pretty good.
10d6. I know how to do it manually. So this poor bastard takes 35 points of damage. Is there a plus to it? 10d6.
Nope, just 10d6, and then on its next turn or next round, it'll need to make a Constitution saving throw again.
And then, but when does it turn into a marble?
Once I would assume once all of its hit points are gone.
Got it.
Because we had a side talk of like, could we reconstitute that by throwing it into water?
Yeah, I would argue yes, but with that same Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
And since I'm in charge,
so-
then yes, that is the case.
It
So with
seems
that-
especially likely with this kind of enemy too. They don't really have like a brain and stuff. It seems like it totally would come back to life.
Well, it would come back. It would come back as a cube. Whether it's alive or not remains to be seen.
Yeah, into a gelatinous form.
Yeah. So basically, you could reconstitute a 10-foot by 10-foot cube of jelly,
Yeah.
which is interesting in and of itself. I don't think it would be alive, right? Because it's you've stopped its heart. Yeah, I don't know the physiology. But
Yeah,
what I
have
would
no idea.
what I would allow is you could reconstitute it with enough water to become a 15 by 15, or I'm sorry, a 10 by 10 cube of jelly. I don't know what kind of nutritional value that has, but there you go.
Would it
All right.
still be?
None.
Would it still be acidic though? Because it's not just jelly; it's actually like acid.
Yeah, it would. I think it would retain all the chemical properties of the cube without having any sentience.
Interesting.
And then there would also
that
be
one's fun.
there would be some decay over time, right? Because it can't hold that form indefinitely, right? So, All right, so Tempe is up.
Sorry, I forgot to move back.
I'll let you
Am I
move.
too late on that?
No, I'll let you move this just this one time, Mr. David.
Thank you. That's just because I have disengage, so I can just move away again.
So Tempe's up. I have to play Tempe because he is not here. Tempe can move 30 feet. He would want to just get a clear view of the Carrion. He's not going to worry too much about the gelatinous cube. So, let's see, this is 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, so he's going to move here. I think. There we go. Come on, laggy. Alright. I have let go of his character. Has anyone seen it move yet? It is. There it is. Alright, and then he's going to target this gentleman. And then he's going to attack with his bow of sworn enemies is typically his go-to. I'm not going to consume the usage. Just normal stuffs. He does hit. It was not a critical, was it? Or was it a critical? You rolled a 20?
No, I didn't.
No,
see a 20.
he did not. So 10 points of damage. I do not. Do you see it? I don't see it applying that to the Hadar.
No.
Yeah, it looks like it just said 10 points of damage, but not to.
And that's that. So he dispatches Hadar, the Horrible. Make this little guy smaller to get him out of the way. I'll gather your bodies off screen until such a time as you guys are ready to loot.
A quick question with that dust of dryness. Is that cube, should that be shrinking, or is it going to retain its same size until it depletes its hit points?
I think it's just removing the moisture. It's not going to change. I mean, I can make it visibly look smaller. But
well, the question is that when it's its turn, if it wants to move, is it big enough still to swallow up somebody from our team?
No, well, I think it would be because it would be 5 by 5. So it's at about half, so it'd be 5 by 5. So let's make it look real. Like, there it is.
I guess also, by the way, reading the Dust of Dryness that I have, it doesn't say like a elemental or creature becomes a pellet. It just says water. If you do it on water, it'll become a pellet. So it would be up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I made that ruling. Yeah, I read the same thing. So that's why I went with it. It will become a pellet once it's down all the way.
Okay.
And then if you want to reconstitute it, we'll decide how much water that would take. But it will come back non-sentient and temporarily just a acidic cube. Right? Full size was sort of the deal.
Yeah. I think we had that discussion back when I first had the idea with the other gelatinous. I can't remember what they were when we were in the caves.
Ochre, I think, like, was it ochre jelly maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Does anyone know if does Tempe get 2 hits?
Yes, if he takes an attack action, he gets 2
Okay,
attacks.
Yeah, so he does get another hit. Okay, so same deal. Second burst, same as the first. And rolls against the Carrion. That's another hit. Favored foe kicks in. Yep, and it took 18 points of damage. And I believe that ends his turn. This brings us to Glory.
Crap, he had a plus 12 to that roll, by the way. That attack.
Yeah, because he used the ability of the
Holy crap.
Yeah. I think Glory. I gotta move the screen. I think Glory would step to the side here, and then cast. I think she would leave the cube to, Johnny Dry Dust over there, and then it would target the Carrion Crawler, and then I think she would go with an Eldritch Blast. I think. Does that track with you guys?
Yep.
Yep.
I've got to find it. Or would she go with Fireball?
No, not in here. I think she would do Eldritch Blast.
But she sees Dinjarin right behind that wall, and Fireball would be hilarious. I was joking. Eldritch Blast.
I think she's smart enough to know if she cast Fireball inside a mine or a cave, it could collapse the whole thing on all of us.
Good.
Even though it might be funny to her to get me.
Yeah.
I think she'd be aware of that.
I think that would be a tough one for us. So she does a hit, and so her Eldritch Blast shoots from her hands into the Carrion Crawler, doing 2 force damage. Jesus, only 2?
That's it?
I would file that under lame. Now I need to go and look at her character biography to see if she's added the actions. Yes. Please add the sequence of... Oh, no, I wrote that. Okay, so it's not there. So it is what it is. That ends her turn. Stephanos. I think Stephanos would push through here. Not wanting to block it, she wanted to sort of clear the way. I think she'd head over to this area over here, next to Timpy, so she's slightly protected, but still out of harm's way for the most part. She's encumbered, so she can't move very far.
And I'm just bringing this up, which is kind of a bad thing for me to do, but given that she was right next to the gelatinous cube and she moved away out of its range.
Was she next to it?
Attack of opportunity? Is that what you're getting at?
No.
She was
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, let me.
Technically within 5-foot range of the.
Yeah, but look, I have to move the cube because I did the shrink for you guys and it shrunk her into that position. So the cube was actually down 1.
Oh, it'd be like here.
Yeah, so it's like here. So no, because that's the thing is like it was a big cube and now it's a smaller cube.
Okay.
And it
was making sure.
No, I appreciate that. All right, so this is targeted. Let's see, what does Stephanos have? Anything exciting? Let's see, spells. She's gonna go with the guy.
Just do her crossbow. That's what she typically does. But
yeah. So she is because she moved into the safe space. She's blocked the Carrion Crawler. She's blocked, so she's instead going to target. She's going to target the cube. See if she's unblocked for that. And then. I think I'm gonna have, unless anyone disagrees, I'm gonna have her use Guiding Bolt. I saw a nod from the leader. I think she's gonna cast it at a higher level to sort of end it. See if she hits. It's a solid hit. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That seems like
That was excessive.
So I don't know if you guys.
like
I don't know
that.
if she doesn't play her character like aggressively, but just mental note, she can do damage.
6d6 plus 6d6 times 6.
She did 44 points of damage on that hit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's still alive?
So this thing is quivering. It is like it's like a lime jello at a 4th of July party in the park where the sun's beating down on it, and that jello is doing everything it can. Like it's sweating. It's in a pool of green goo. Like it's doing everything it can just to hold its shape. But it is visibly shaken. No pun intended, or maybe a pun intended. And Stefanos just sort of like does one of those like pinky finger eyebrow, things, and then says, "Take us home, Dinjarin."
So I yell over to Tyros and say, "Hey, if I kill this thing, will it still do what you said it was gonna do, which goes down a little itty bitty pea? Or is it only if it dies with the dust of dryness?" Okay.
And David, Tyros, you know that for it to turn into a marble, you've got to use the dust. Otherwise, it's just going to splatter into bits and pieces.
Yeah. I don't know if we need to take it with us. If you want to get rid of it.
Well, I think, and if Toph were here, she might point out that you also have a carrion crawler that's far more formidable.
I can't untarget the gelatinous cube no matter what I do. I've tried clear target. It's showing it targeted. Oh, that's because you have it targeted. Okay, no. It's very confusing. It's because Tyros still has it targeted.
Oh, do I?
Oh yeah. He holds his sword different than yours, but you guys like similar small.
Yeah.
Maybe one of you should dye your hair.
I am going to attack it with my sword. Use the attack action on the... Sorry, not the thing, but the roach, cockroach guy.
The carrion crawler. Look at a little gamey, that carrion crawler, by the way.
I think I had advantage. Well, hopefully I get some good... Well, you know what? I'll do a first level Divine Smite.
A little smite coming the way of the carrion crawler. You guys see this thing whap out. Does a solid 19 of damage. You kind of like it. You can't see Glory, but you hope that she saw that because she didn't do near as much damage with her Eldritch Blast.
Now, I have a question for you, GM.
Yes.
Because I do get 2 attacks if I take an attack action as my first action.
Yep, which you did.
Or 2 actions, if I take... I'm trying to find where it says the features. Oh, it's extra attack. Okay, so I guess, let me ask. If I were to take Dust of Dryness and throw it onto the gelatinous cube as well, is that an action or an attack?
Because your intent is to damage, it's an attack. You're using the Dust of Dryness as an attack,
Yes.
right?
So then I am going to do similar to what Tyros did and use my Dust of Dryness to attack the cube now.
All right, so do it, and then I will roll the DC 13 Constitution, I believe.
Do I have it targeted? It's not letting me target it for some reason.
It's theater of the mind because there is no roll or anything that you can do.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead I'll go ahead and do this. Just make a note to reduce your dryness.
Okay. I guess that's one question. I don't know how to set set my amount.
Well,
So
first off,
go
ahead, David.
You have to roll a 1d6 plus 4, and that sets how many pieces of dust you have.
But how do you mark that down?
Oh,
a note.
Oh, okay. So I need to do that roll on and just with any the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I roll the dice again? It's r/1d6. Is that okay? No, that did nothing.
So no, so how many? So I'll roll it. It's 10d6, right?
No, it's a 1d6.
No, I'm trying to figure out how much dust of dryness I have.
Oh, /r 1d6.
/r1d6. Oh, it says it's not a valid chat command.
/r 1d6.
So I have 5.
So you have 5. Now, when you open up your dust of dryness, like in your inventory, you can actually. What I did is I just put my quantity in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do too. So I'll just put 4. Okay, cool.
Awesome. So now I need you to roll the damage on the cube, and then we're gonna double it. So do you want me to roll it because you had a hard time rolling? It was what was it? The damage? It was roll. Was it 10d6?
10d6, correct.
Yeah.
So there's no world
right.
where it's going to survive. So, but let's make it spectacular because this thing fumbled and it gets twice the damage. So it's rolling 20d6. So everyone, just prepare for your computer to crash. Here they come.
Oh my
Oh my god.
So it takes 67 points of damage. So you guys see this gelatinous cube just for a split second quiver, shake. You almost feel bad for it. It's a very sad quiver because it knows it's over. And then it shrinks down into a marble, hangs in the air for just a split second, and then you hear it go like, oh. Is that what you want to do?
That's what I want to do. I want to catch it.
Okay, hold on. So let me kill this thing. All right. And
Well, I guess if that doesn't because I know you could pick things up and it doesn't count as an action or anything. So
Yeah.
if that's okay, because I already took my 2 actions, I have to wait. Then I will wait. So it's up to
No,
you.
I will let you try to catch it as a bonus action, but you're gonna roll an athletics check because you are 10 feet away, so you're gonna have to dive to catch it.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I was that far. Sorry, I keep forgetting that. Never mind. I'll wait until my next turn. I keep forgetting that it's not big anymore.
Okay, so let me So remind me on whoever's turn it's gone. There's a marble laying on the ground. That's theater of the mind, and let me know when you guys are ready to pick up the marble and do so.
Okay.
On that note,
I roast
think it's all
cat
carrying
in jar and a
collars,
look of.
all right. So now it's Rorik's turn, and the Rorik is pretty annoyed.
So I think Tyros has a crawler in his room with him. I see a tentacle
Carrion.
waving
yeah.
around on the screen every once in a while.
Yep. We are house sitting my neighbor's cat.
So the first thing you
He's
see
cute.
are these little teeth coming towards you. Maybe, if my ping ever gets better. Aaron's ping's almost as bad as mine.
Ooh.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's like,
A fumble.
ha. A fumble.
And too many tacos. Look, it's made of tentacles. You suddenly feel as if you've overdid it at lunch and immediately gain the weight of 1,000 tacos. You're encumbered for 2 rounds. So hold on, encumbered,
Aww.
Oh,
Rorik.
and we're going to use that as exhaustion because there's no encumbered state. But I will do exhausted twice. 2 rounds. All right, and that sucks. So missed with those, and then has a multi-attack. So comes at you with its tentacles, ironically. And I roll, and this time it is a miss. And Toph, just in the nick of time, it is your turn. And do you need to be caught up? Did you hear what's happened so far?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Wait, I know what I want to do first. I'm gonna rage.
Nice.
I always play myself like I'm a fighter. So silly. Gotta use that barbarian
You rage.
And then
Rage in the
step,
cage.
and then going to hit the row. So I do the target. Die. My good sword.
Fun.
And then it should be a normal attack. And
Plus
normal
13?
damage. Yeah.
That is it.
Wow.
And then this is where I get a little confused. Do I get to attack again? I think I do.
You could if there was anything to attack.
Oh, I have my character sheet up. I didn't see it die.
Yeah. So you killed it. You did that last 15 took it down. Yeah. So it's dead. So you guys end combat, and then so I'll do that. Yeah. There's no you can keep talking, but combat
Great.
is now officially over.
Hope is looking around just for something else to attack.
I'm so pumped.
I walk over and pick up
What do I do with all this rage?
the marble. I kind of sort of push Toph out of the way and be like, "Hey,
So hold
don't
on.
step on my marble."
So hold on. So
Sorry,
you
yeah.
and Tyros are about equidistant from the marble. So my question to Tyros is: do you let Dinjarin pick up the marble, or do you want the marble? And do you both go after the marble?
Oh, I was kind of wanting the marble.
All right.
I out, but okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you guys do a
Initiative roll?
The two of them are gonna do a contested roll.
Contested roll. Oh, what? Just happened.
Don't forget to grab your in the chat window. Don't forget to grab your experience.
Weird.
All right. So versus that, and this is going to be. We're gonna go with acrobatics. No, athletics. My bad. Athletics.
Oh, that's cool. You know, you can minimize your character sheet just by double clicking.
Yep.
I did not know this.
Oh, I did not know that either.
That's pretty cool.
And here we go.
Oh no. Okay.
And you should be able to beat Tyros. He looks like he's having a seizure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not with that roll.
Oh, no, not with mine.
Did you roll?
I thought I did.
I don't see it having rolled yet.
I keep clicking on it. Oh, there. Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh.
So we both run and stumble, but I happen to fall like right on it. Like,
So-
yeah, grab it.
So to be fair, so you both
Horrible.
die for this marble, because you see it hover midair and it goes like dink 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 on the ground, and you both die for it. And those are shitty rolls. So you bonk your heads, and you're going to take
And the dog eats it.
6. All right, so you're each going to take 3 points of damage.
Is
Bro,
there
'cause he-
pride specific damage?
Yeah. It's more like we're embarrassed. We're like,
Psychic damage. That's what this was. This was psychic damage.
Yeah, Tyro steps back. Is like, oh, it's all yours, dude.
All right, so let me add. Let me create an item. This is a.
I'm just sitting there rubbing my head, going, oh. First my finger, and now this.
And this is a gelatinous cube marble.
And Toph is like, we're fighting? I want to fight. Let's fight. Sorry, I raged.
Someone help a bad speller out. How do you spell gelatinous? Tell me real quick.
G?
I got as far as GEL, you guys.
A-T.
Oh, it's wait. My spell check is telling me that I'm spelling it wrong, but it's not telling me what it's supposed to be. Hold on, let me just look at them.
GELATINOUS.
Wait, GELA what?
TINOUS.
I was close. I had ETIN. Gelatinous.
Yeah, it's
cube
gelatinous.
marble. All right, and give me 2 more
I can
seconds.
Only spell with a pencil. I admire people can spell just out loud. I've never been able to do that.
Yeah, my
I was
brain's
able to
not good.
quickly Google. It was Google helped me very fast.
Let's see. So user
Very
data.
fastly.
Yes. Word hard. Me not speak.
Well, I'm creating.
It's hard.
I'm creating this thing. I'm hoping there's just an icon for this. There's not. So talk amongst yourselves about what you want to do next, and then I will be right with you with this. So Tyros, you're the leader. You get the team talking.
Yeah. There was. I don't know if we wanted to. Had we gotten around to searching the skeleton? There was a chest here too.
Yeah, I don't think anyone open up the chest. I tell
there.
you all that. Hey, this way is just dead ends. There's nothing over in this side, so I don't know how many of you can see over here, but no reason to go to where I am.
All right, here we go.
It looks like there's a path to the northwest there.
Yeah.
Dinjarin, please verify that in your inventory, you see a gelatinous cube marble in your loot section.
Let's see.
Should be the very last thing.
There is.
There you go.
That's so funny.
All right, we'll add details to that later. So yeah, so you guys are, you guys are here, and let me turn this into item piles so you guys can loot stuff. And this guy was over here. Let me add him to an item pile, and you guys can loot, and then you can investigate or whatever you want to do. Tempe is on top of that chest, so I got to move him out of the way before you can do anything. So give me 2 seconds to do that. Oh man, I'm very laggy, so apologies. Turn this into item pile. And you might get some pretty incredible stuff from the item piles because, quite honestly, my macro to create them is broken and it keeps giving like legendary gear, but I haven't had time to fix it. So you can use that to your advantage.
Woohoo!
All right, so I just moved Tempe. Hopefully, I'm moving Tempe out of the way. There you go. All right, so you guys are now.
Move.
You guys are now not in movement mode, but I'm gonna. So I do this on purpose. So you have some loot to the northeast, way up in that passage. Don't forget. There's a skeleton. There's a couple of corpses that are have been turned into item piles. I'm going to turn off lockdown movement, but only move your normal distance. You guys work as a team all you want, or loot. I don't give a shit. But the bottom line is anything that you trigger or happens. So if someone just starts wandering off, like, it counts. All right? There's no do-overs. I like to remind everyone of that because it happens a lot. Boom. Free movement.
Tyros reminds the group that it was dwarves that have been doing the mining here. They are notorious for setting traps. So let's keep our eyes peeled.
I also just mentioned to everyone, and look up.
Yes. Yes, you've been
Very
surprised
important.
several times by gelatinous cubes.
Twice now, yes. Tyros is trying to open up this chest. Is it locked?
I was gonna ask. When I double click, normally it shows me the inventory, but it's not doing that right now.
Looks like it maybe is locked.
Ah.
I think
All right,
I can't also loot Hadar and stuff.
You can't loot who? Hadar?
Oh, I can loot Hadar.
Hadar? Yeah. Weird. Okay,
Give it a second, Aaron, because
it's a really bad ping. I think I'm.
yeah, just give it just when you go to loot, give it a second because quite honestly, I think your ping's bad too. Mine's 610, so I'm in worse shape than you are.
Yeah, and
So-
it just overall is laggy too. Like I'm trying to move and it's like very delayed.
Yeah, it's
So-
this map is too damn big, you guys.
So don't worry about opening up Hadar, because all he has is a bite and a tentacle. Unless you want one of those.
And I will not let you have those things.
No. I need bite.
So I'm gonna delete. Hey, I'm gonna delete. Is Rorik in the same boat or no?
Everybody needs
I would
Yeah,
assume
Rorik
it's
does the same.
All right, so I'm deleting those two off the screen. There's still Hala up there, and that skeleton. I don't know if you've looted them already, but to get into that chest is going to require that you pick the lock.
Yep. I'd like to do an investigation to see if there's a booby trap set on it first.
All right. Let me highlight you. Give me a half an hour to highlight your character. And there we go.
I know he's not here to actually respond, but I walk over to Timpy and just because he's looking down that hallway, I just kind of say, "Hey, what you looking at?"
And he says
just
the darkness of the cave.
Ooh, nice. You know, Tyros, I find it very amazing you can get such a great investigation and lockpicking and everything with your crossed eyes. That, like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this this is not booby trapped, but it's pretty solidly locked, which kind of gets you excited because maybe that means there's some good stuff in there. But to your point, you know, dwarves don't like to leave their stuff out in the open and unlocked.
As he's looking at that and investigating it, I'm gonna look up into the ceiling above him just to make sure there's nothing above there waiting.
Yeah, you see stalactites, or is it stalagmites? Stalactites. Just normal cave roof stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. But from where you are standing, you see that there's a path that just sort of like wanders around. And as you crossed over to that area, you saw there was another path to the south. You know that the one that you were in was a dead end. Stefanos also points out that while you guys are looting, that several people are hurt and have used spell slots and may want to consider a long rest. But Tyros, did you want to try picking the lock?
I do, yes, I want to use my lock picking skills.
All right. I believe that is sleight of hand.
And I tell Tyros, "Hey, dude, you're clear. There is nothing above you. You'll be okay. Look above. Always look up."
Thank God you're here to check that.
Hey,
That's
what would you
good.
guys do without
Oh, that's
me?
very good. Get eaten by gelatinous slimes.
Not fun. I've been.
Yeah. So Tempe,
twice.
you work your little tools and you hear it go click, and it is now open.
Excellent. Ooh.
Ooh, potions. Can I have one of those healing potions?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
So for those who can't see, are you telling what's it? Are you calling out what's in the thing?
Yeah.
Or are you just
So
gathering?
while Tyros has his head buried into this chest, he looks up. He's like, "All right, we got some arrows. I got 10 grenades. There's a lantern in here. There's a potion of healing. We got some sling bullets. I know someone's got a sling. I can't remember who.
Tempe.
And we have soap. I don't know why we have soap. What does the word use soap for? And we got 6 torches.
I don't know. Epic journey in
Don't
tight.
use soap. That's why it's still here.
Say like epic journey in enclosed spaces. Maybe you might want some soap.
Actually-
I say I'll take a soap.
And
I
then
will-
Dinjarin eats it. No.
I
See the face.
I am gonna take a soap because soap would actually be a decent lubricant if we need to push some stuff across a rough surface.
Oh, that's a good idea. I was just thinking because I got splattered with gelatinous goo, I needed to clean myself.
So by the way, I've been thinking an awful lot about like characters who I have to play when they're not here, right? Basic attacks, unless otherwise stated in their biography, but also I'm not looting for them because it's really hard for me to loot for them. I don't have the automated tools. So if you guys want to give stuff to them, you need to loot and give to them later.
Okay.
So like I'm sure that I'm sure the arrows would be something that Tempe would want. Maybe some of the fragmentation grenades because he likes to blow shit up.
Sling bullets too.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm taking the sling bullets for him. I will take the arrows, and I will take the other. I took 5 grenades. I'll take the other 5 for Tempe.
and then the Alexandria, rest in peace, I think was the only one who didn't have dark vision, but Stephanos might call out to you that you can use torches for more than just seeing.
Or more than what?
Than just for sight. For sight, you can burn things with them, or whatever.
Set your arrows on fire and then hit people with them.
Yeah, exactly. So, and they're easier to light if you get into like a damp space and you need fire, right? So, like, Stephanos is a pretty savvy traveler, but yeah. And don't forget, there's 53 gold that you guys can split if you want.
I am close to being encumbered, and I have like 100 platinum, so
Well, maybe someone else
you
should.
can always grab it on the way out.
Yeah, so other people can loot for the characters that aren't playing as well if they want. I think there's still a lantern, 1 bar of soap, and some torches. The gold just disappeared.
I took
Were you
it,
gonna take the-
and I don't mind splitting it if you want.
Oh, what
What
was
were you
that?
saying?
You cut out a little bit there.
I just said I took the gold, but I took the gold, but I'll split it with anyone who wants some.
I'm good. Isaiah, it's okay. You can keep it. You haven't been with us long, so you need to catch up.
I'm poor, really, compared to you guys. I really joined up with an affluent party.
I'll take the torches.
Yeah, I took 2, so there should be 4 left.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta probably refresh. Okay. Were you gonna take this up?
I took a soap. I think I did.
Yeah, there was 2, now there's 1.
Okay, there's 2. I'll take. And I'll take. Anybody want the lantern? No.
I've got
Okay.
torches already.
I think we're good.
Awesome.
I am not able to transfer the arrows to Tempe. Is it because you're controlling him?
You're gonna have to transfer him to Tempe when he's maybe like. I didn't see a trade thing. Did you try doing the trade?
It won't let me even select him as the person to trade with.
Yeah, we ran into that issue before too. If they're not actually.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, if you want to drop stuff because they're not here, like I don't know what to tell you. It's a logistical thing.
Yeah.
Where
Because
If you wanna
I'm
give it
over
to-
encumbered now.
if you want to give it to me, I could put that stuff in my bag of holding until the next time they fly.
Sure.
Yeah, so just trade it with me, and then I'll but just remind me, one of you guys remind me, like, hey, you need to give that to Timothy, those things to Timothy.
Or Glory. or Stefanos. And while you're doing that, you hear Stas go, woof woof. Stas is very confused.
Was there only one arrow?
No, there was. I sent you 20. Did I not?
Yeah, you sent him one.
Oh.
According to the chat, it says one.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta change the number in it. Oh, it says I have 14. Okay, never mind. There we go. Okay. Oh, 15.
Hmm.
I'm not sure why it's not working, but...
Okay, let's try this one more time. I've got 20 selected. It is literally only letting me transfer one arrow at a time.
Yeah, that's really weird. Oh, you know what? Okay, try it this way. Go into your inventory and click on the 3 buttons and say give to character.
That's exactly what I'm doing. That's how I'm doing it.
Oh, okay, then do this. If that's how you're doing it, go down to the bottom left of the screen and hit request trade.
Okay.
And then I think you can say all of them there. There we go. And now you gotta drag all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only one again. There you go.
No, hang on. I'm slowly getting there.
Yep, I see it now. 20 arrows from Tyros.
20 arrows. What was the other? Sling. Bullets. It's 20. What else did I pick up for him? It was just arrows and sling bullets, right?
Sling bullets.
Yeah, I think that was it.
There was fragmentation grenades, but I think you were keeping those.
Oh, there was grenades. There was 5 grenades I wanted to. That's over.
You gave me all 10, by the way.
Grenades?
Yeah, it says 10.
Should have only been 5. Nope, too late.
You're very kind, giving away the fragmentation grenades.
Try not to.
So meanwhile, Toph, what are you doing while this is all going on? You guys see these guys fumbling, looking at their stuff, going through their bags.
For me, I already used my full movement to get to the chest. Do I have more time to do another movement while this is happening?
Yeah, you can. The only thing I was asking is, like, if you wandered into new territory, just let me.
Yeah, I would just be pacing around places my friends have gone, just to look down those places Curtis said were empty, just to make sure I agree, because it's jarring. You know.
Who is this Curtis you speak of?
Dinjarin. I'm sorry, I was going to speak. I don't know.
So Stefanos heads into that little back cave area and says, if we're looking for an area for a long rest, maybe this would be a good spot.
Does anyone need a long rest?
Glory says she expelled
I'm
some
good. How's
level 4
Stefanos
spell slots.
going?
Dinjarin and I both took 3 points of damage, bunk in our heads, so...
Yeah.
3?
Yeah, so just from a spell slot perspective, I think she would like her spell slots back.
I think I'll take a long rest too then, and I will hang on to my dagger of warning.
I'll stay awake and keep watch, because I don't need a rest, so...
You don't want to get your 3 hit points back?
Well, I had temporary hit points, so I'm only down like a few.
Oh. Oh, right, yeah, temps.
Then I'll take that opportunity to rest to get my rage back. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's not a bad idea. So where did you guys want to do this long rest? There's this little area she's in. There's also the one to the north.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking?
Not where I am. I see a way forward. So let's see where Stephanos was.
I'll go down to where Stephanos is as well.
So she's
I'm also gonna join them there.
She's ready for the night. Let me get Tempe.
I'm just gonna go into this corner here.
Nap time. Oh, hey, but we're looking up.
Yes.
That. Very important. I'm gonna position myself right here, where I'm pinging as soon as everyone's moved in.
Where at?
So like right here, sort of.
Okay.
With my back against. I don't know if I can get there, but with my back against the wall.
All right.
That way I have view of both the two areas something could be coming in, because we know that we just came from the entrance, and less likely something will come that way. So I'll just kind of hold my sword, you know, kind of getting ready and just watching.
All right, you guys ready for the long rest?
Yep.
Holy crap, my ping is 1,000 something. Well, hopefully this all works. All right, so that battle was a couple of hours. It's about 1:30 p.m. when you guys decide that you're going to take a little bit of a long rest and sort of go from there. You're pretty exhausted, right? Because you've done travel, gotten here. Immediately, you're fighting gelatinous cubes and all sorts of other nonsense. Dinjarin, I need you to roll. Hold on. I can't even select you right now. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens here. Uh-oh. I'm logging back in. I got kicked.
Uh-oh.
I should just be right back in, honestly.
Still in. Okay, yeah.
My thing is loading. But I'm gonna have you roll. So, you know, you hear something to the north. Just hold on. Okay, I'm just trying to zoom in. Come on here. Come on, we can do this. We can get through this day. So, Dinjarin, you hear something right here. You see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
You just hear it?
Like,
yeah, go ahead.
How far into the long rest do I hear it?
4 hours. So that's what I was trying to get to. So about 4 hours in. And you're pretty tired. Everyone's snoring around you. They're doing their thing. It's not hugely concerning. Could just be rats or whatever else. But there's something up over there.
Alright, I'm gonna move down to like right here just to investigate and like slowly and as quietly as I can move down to like this area just to see if I can kind of get a sense of what it is.
Yeah, it's coming from it sounds like little pitter patters coming from down this hallway here.
Well, the last time we heard pitter patters, it was those weird cockroaches. So I'm just gonna kind of see if I come here and just watch and make sure.
Okay, so hold on. Have you rolled an investigation check? Oh, not all of you. Sorry, it's supposed to just be Dinjarin. You guys can roll, but yours don't count.
Nope, nothing at all. I don't know anything.
And I'll roll for you guys, even though it doesn't count.
Can I have the 17 instead?
You could. It doesn't sound dangerous, right? But you're not, with that roll, you're not quite sure, and you're sort of torn between moving a little closer or just ignoring.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up like a rock or something and just toss it down the hallway just to see if it sounds like it runs off in the other way or.
So you toss the rock, and the sound changes a little bit, but doesn't necessarily run away.
Alright, I'm gonna assume it's nothing major, so I'm not gonna wake anybody or anything.
All right. Are you staying there?
Yep, I'll just stay right here to watch it though, just make sure.
All right, so about 30 minutes passes, and now you hear some sounds coming from this direction. They sound very similar.
My immediate thought is to look up over there.
Nothing's above you.
Okay. Alright, I'll hold off again a little bit. I'm just...
All right, 30 minutes goes by. Nothing happens.
Oh,
Another... Uh-oh. Another 30 minutes goes by, and you hear something down this hallway. It sounds a little bit more like footsteps, but not. It could be like a raccoon. It's not like a spider. They don't sound heavy. There's just something happening over here.
Okay, take another rock and try to find a little bit larger rock and then throw it further down this time.
All right, same deal.
Alright, I just wait. Not gonna wake anybody yet.
Time passes.
Go along.
Like another 10 or 15 minutes or so, about 20 minutes passes. And this time you hear sound coming from this, and this at the same time. Not coordinated, but just you sort of hear some milling around. Now, it's about 5 in the evening. The sun is starting to go down outside. It could be some creatures that scurried in, at least from the one to the north. To the one to the east, not so sure.
How long has everyone been asleep at this point?
About 5.5 hours. So not quite enough to get their stuff. Well, they have to get the 8. So.
Yeah. I want to light a torch and then just walk over and kind of plant it right there.
All right, so move your character. All right, so do me a favor. I'm going to have you roll. Survival. It's very low. So you pull the torch out. I've not seen you in the 4 years we played light up a torch. Hold on a second. Like that, and then put Dinjar in.
I have 160 feet of...
Yeah, dark vision, yeah. So while you're there, and I'll also describe what you're seeing while you're there. So first, let's do the roll.
Hold on, for some reason the torches I took aren't showing up in my...
We can theater of mind it for a second.
Okay. That's really weird.
so I need to put a torch there at some point. So you're here, and you can see that this passage eases around to the north. When you light it up, you see just 2 or 3 rats sort of scurrying around, and as soon as you light that torch, they sort of like make eye contact with you and jet. And while you're sort of focused on the rats, from behind you, you hear just a bunch of noise and footsteps, and they all head down this track. And when you spin around, you see that Stefanos, Glory, and Tempe are gone.
Ruh-roh. Okay. I run over and wake up everybody at that point.
Okay, so let me hold on. Let me add. I'm going to do, because it's close enough, I'm going to give you the long rest, so give me 1 second. Oh, Tempe, you still own Dinjarin. I mean, Tyros owns Dinjarin. I got to stop that. Hold on. Let me fix that
I
real
had
quick.
no idea. Yeah.
That might have explained some of the weirdness. Smart Force Heroes. Click ownership. And we won't be ever doing that again. So you guys are never going to run each other's characters going forward. And I'm going to verify everyone real quick while I'm in here.
Porch. Okay.
So give me 2 seconds, guys. So far, everybody is right. Let me look at Tempe. Figure ownership. He's the only owner. That's good. Toph, I think you're fine, but I'm going to double check you anyway. You know, if one of your kids has lice, you have to check them all.
True.
Save. Have you guys ever had a lice scare?
We
Not yet.
straight up had it a few years.
I was saying we had a lice reality.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are all good now.
It was horrible.
Yeah. But I did find like the people that had to take care of let's see, 1 second. Tempe, Toph, Rory. Salem has not been on the board in a while. Who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Dinjarin. Who else am I missing? Tyros. All right, so let's do your long rest.
I'm assuming I don't get the long rest, correct?
You're technically getting it. It's not gonna matter though, so just go ahead and finish it up. There was really nothing like to worry about. It's not gonna give you back temporary hit points. And you're waking everybody up at this point, right?
Yeah.
So once you guys are done with your long rest, let me know.
Oh, it's asking me to have food and water.
You can ignore that, although it's going to come to play soon.
But it said I suffered 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah,
today.
likewise.
Now, I will remove any exhaustion that you guys have.
I just did the has access to outside food source or something like that, so it wouldn't give me the exhaustion. I don't know.
Good thinking. You got it going on. Let's see, I have to remove exhaustion.
Yeah, see, okay. Should I move my character over there?
Eat and drink stuff.
What's that?
I said y'all should eat and drink stuff. You're not looking too good.
Yeah, why did you forage for food?
Yeah. Look at all this
What?
cave food. Come on.
I do see this dog standing over here that, you know.
Well,
we
that dog,
need
Oh,
to-
no.
that dog isn't going to go away in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail because his time with us is over.
All right, I'm gonna pet him until he's gone.
And Stas disappears. All right, so does anyone else have exhaustion? All right, so you guys wake up you know, Dinjarin wakes you up and he's like, I was investigating some stuff going down on this hallway, you know, didn't want to bother you guys, and turned around and half of our party seems to be missing. I heard some rapid footsteps heading to the south. So down this hallway here. And that's what you know.
Sorry, guys. I lost our team.
What?
What? Oh.
Oh dear.
Hey,
What did the footsteps sound like?
you know, like footsteps.
Like
They're
lots of
definitely not
them?
rats. I heard rats, and I saw a rat. It was staring at me, and then I turned around and everybody was gone.
Yeah, so the irony is you weren't you couldn't make out. You heard footsteps, but you weren't sure if it was the 3 party members. It didn't sound like the carrion crawlers. It didn't sound like spiders. All you know is it happened very quickly.
I think maybe they ran south for some reason. They ran down into the hall, the southern passage there. I don't know why.
Did you want to?
It didn't sound like any monsters. It just sounded like footsteps.
Why don't I take the 3 of you, and I will have you roll an investigation.
Yep, I just keep on insisting. No, it was just them. It's just footsteps, guys. Come on.
So maybe don't leave Dinjarin in charge, I guess is a lesson here. So Toph and Tyros, not super strong rolls, but strong enough to see from just sort of the characteristics of the footsteps. You're not seeing a ton of other footsteps, right? You aren't sure if they're new or old with those rolls. But what you can see is it looks like some tiny feet have been drug down that hallway, and the other fresher footsteps look like Glory and Tempe, maybe of their own. You don't see a struggle, right? It looks like maybe they ran down the hall after. So, piecing it together, it looks a little bit like Stephanos had been captured, kidnapped, taken, whatever, and without even reacting, they were on their feet and just first and foremost after, right? No time to wake you guys up, no time to shout out, just immediately jetting, right? Tempe's always on high alert, right? So perhaps they ran down that hallway.
Let's go down the hallway, guys.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, let's go after him.
Look up as you go. Look up.
All right. So
Start walking.
here's the question: did you guys want to play a little bit longer, or did you want to end here until the next session?
I think ending here is probably a good point.
All right. So why don't you sort of gather up on Dinjarin, because the chase begins. And then when we next play, the Smite Force has dispatched the Carrion Crawlers in Gelatinous Cube. You've looted bodies. You've had a pretty good roll of it. You saw that Stephanos did some serious damage, and maybe that pissed somebody off. Right? Who knows? At some point in the night, Dinjarin, you're smart enough to know that you may have been duped, and they may have been trying to lure you away from the opening. Right? So they could carry out whatever plan it is that they have. But you're not sure, because you did see some rats, right? But who can say? But, it throws a little doubt into you. So, when we next play, you think that Stephanos has been kidnapped, and that Tempe and Glory might be in pursuit. You didn't see a sign that they were also kidnapped or taken. We'll just say we don't know kidnapped. Kidnapped implies something. Taken, right? But the net is all 3 of those characters are gone, and the 3 of you are left behind. Even poor little Stas disappeared. So, this is where we'll pick up when we next play. Any questions, comments?
Nope. This was fun.
Otherwise, awesome. Yeah.
Killing.
So into the it's been a very eventful visit into the caves. Now, just mental math. There's a passage that heads to the north, back out the door. There's a passage that heads to the south, where you think your friends went. There's a passage that headed sort of west, where there's a torch burning currently, where Dinjarin had placed that torch. You don't know where that heads, right? But you guys are right now heading sort of to the south, and then taking a sharp turn to the east or to the west. Awesome. And we'll let Toph stack up if you want to move next to Dinjarin, because you guys are in pursuit. I'll give you that, so you don't have to lose those moves next game. And there you go. So you're all stacked up to run after everyone. And we will pick up here when we next play. Awesome. Well, thank you all for playing.
Awesome.
I really appreciate
Thank you
it.
for hosting.
And on that note, I will see you all. Congratulations on the giant hits this game. And I will see you all when we play next week. Cheers.
Sounds great.
Bye,
Look
all.
forward to it.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye.